Let's talk about Japan's #1 prodigy, Itoshi and his journey to Spain, which marked a turning point in his life and career. As a prodigious talent, he was scouted and invited to join the youth team of none other than Real Madrid, a dream opportunity that very few Asian players ever receive. Sei accepted the offer with the intention of becoming the best midfielder in the world, believing that competing with the top talents in Europe was the only path to true greatness. However, once he arrived, reality hit hard. Despite his skill, Sei quickly realized that European football was a different beast entirely, faster, stronger, and far more ruthless than what he had experienced in Japan. Every player there was a monster in their own right, trained from a young age to dominate, and simply being talented wasn't enough. This harsh exposure changed Sei. It opened his eyes to how far behind Japanese football was in comparison, and he gradually became disillusioned with his home country's idealistic, teamwork-driven approach to the game. He began to view Japanese football as soft and inefficient, lacking the edge needed to produce world-class talent. That disillusionment is what led to his cold, dismissive attitude when he returned to Japan to play for the U20 national team. He didn't believe in the players around him. He saw them as a step backward in his development, and made it clear that he preferred to play in Europe, where the level was infinitely higher and more cutthroat. His time in Spain also forced him to evolve. The Sei who once dreamed of beautiful football had now become a player defined by precision, pragmatism, and control. His passes were no longer just flashy. They were weapons, dissecting defenses with surgical intent. Every decision he made on the field was calculated for maximum impact. But while Sei grew stronger, his relationship with his younger brother Rin began to fracture. While Sei was honing his craft in Europe, Rin remained in Japan, working tirelessly to catch up. Sei, hardened by the European mindset, viewed Rin's ambition as foolish and even discouraged him from becoming a striker. That moment created a rift that would define their rivalry in Blue Lock. Despite his cold exterior, Sei is not heartless. During the Japan U20 match against Blue Lock, he initially looked down on Ego's experiment and its players, but over the course of the match, his perspective began to shift. Players like Isagi and Rin forced him to recognize the potential of this new generation. By the end, Sei had gained a grudging respect for Blue Lock, even if he wouldn't admit it openly. In many ways, he represents the old system, rigid, elite, and shaped by traditional paths to success. But seeing the evolution happening in front of him makes him question whether the future of Japanese football might lie in chaos, ego, and raw individuality after all. For more Blue Lock character breakdowns and exclusive insights, please subscribe to this